Here is the ceiling fan that came with my living room. I'm not sure what the make and model is. A couple of people have suggested that it's a Hampton Bay. And I think some people suggested what the model number is too, but I don't remember. I have to say it's not a bad looking fan. For something newer, it's fairly aesthetically pleasing and it looks pretty good up against the beams. If it worked better, I may even keep it. You know, for something new, it's kind of not ornate, but it's got a decent amount of, I guess, what's supposed to be wrought iron work to it. It's not particularly bland. Appearance-wise, it's really not bad, and it's relatively quiet. But there's definitely something wrong with it because the medium speed is, I think, even faster than high speed, and high speed is really underpowered. So there's something a little bit off kilter about it. Probably a capacitor is going bad. It's all electronic control base. I had this Hampton Bay remote floating around and I brought it over here and it wasn't working, so I was playing with the dip switches and I was able to get the combination. Actually, it was the first combination I tried, it everything up. And so I got it to work with the remote, and that's when I discovered the situation with the speeds. So I'm probably never going to try to fix it because playing with cheap electronic ceiling fan controls isn't exactly my idea of a good time, and time is of the essence, so I'd rather do some other project that will yield some benefit. As much as I don't mind this fan, I probably will never use it because I have so many other vintage fans I'd rather put in this room that it just doesn't make sense to try to hold on to something like this when I have 15 or 20 other fans I'd rather cycle through in this room. And we'll switch it on here. That's what the light looked like. I think it's dimmed down a bit. You can control it, put it back up. Looks like that's as bright as it goes. Again, it's not bad. You know, the shade is kind of a nice, pleasant amber color, and it's got a nice soft light to it. Blades are a decent wood color, wood tone blades. You know, it's not bad. It's not particularly bright. In this case, it doesn't need to be because we have adequate illumination on either side of the beams. But, you know, it's not bad. So I'll go ahead and shut that off. Start up on low. It's very quiet. I don't really hear any motor vibrations or other unpleasant sounds. As far as the airflow is concerned, it's also not bad. I can feel air moving at this speed, and it's a nice, calm, slow speed. I'd say it's somewhere 50, 55 RPM. It's a nice slow low for a newer fan. I'd like it to be a tad slower for my preference, but it's really not bad. Yeah, it's just under 60. You can hear a very slight hum, but overall it's pretty reasonably quiet. And I do feel a draft underneath it. Nothing crazy, but the air is definitely moving. And I'll go up to the medium, which is a little bit faster than high. A slight motor hum on medium, but there's really no air noise to speak of. I can can feel air under it, but it's not as much as I would expect. It's still a pretty gentle breeze. And now we'll go to high, and you'll see that there's really no change. In fact, it slows down a bit and the motor hum gets quieter. So there's definitely something wrong with the high. It's actually significantly slower than the medium. I'll go back to the medium. And you see it picks up speed again. So there's definitely something wrong with it. I don't know what it is. I don't really know how the capacitor is set up because it's probably on some kind of a circuit board or something. Overall, it's not bad for something newer, but I'm not going to keep it there. It just doesn't make any sense. I've got so many other fans I'd rather use, and this is a really cool room to put a ceiling fan. So there's definitely other fans I own that are much more deserving than this one of being here, and ones that I would enjoy much more than this. You can see the air is moving my plants a little bit, but really nothing major. So the performance is a bit lackluster. You know, if it was running at full power, maybe it would move more air. I don't know. It's kind of a shame it doesn't work great, but that's what it is. So I'll go ahead and cut this thing off now, and then yes, I'll show the spin down because apparently there's people that sit there and watch that. I don't have time for that, but I know if I don't, there'll be all sorts of commentary, so I better just show it.